Hey, high levelers, Rayo Daniel here. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create email campaigns inside of Highlevel. Now, there's going to be a couple of different areas inside of Highlevel where we can do this at now because some things have changed over the last year or so as Highlevel continues to improve the platform. So I'm going to create this quick video and show you how to go in here and all the components and even some more advanced things that I'm going to cover a little bit later on in the video. So stick around for that. So right now, let's go ahead and start by looking at our email templates. Now, we're going to be creating an email nurture campaign to send out emails for our clients. Ultimately, we're going to need to create templates to hold and place the emails that we're going to be sending out, because that's going to be the best way to do that inside of the GoHighlevel platform. So here, there's a couple different places where you can do that. You're going to click on the marketing area over to the left, and we're going to be focusing on this emails templates area here, and then this templates snippets area. So typically this right here, this email templates is where you can create just a very robust HTML type, multiple image button type of email, very fancy. The templates, the snippets are where you just do a basic text emails that just get text out to people, very short, very sweet, not very glamorous looking, but very effective because they still hold your email message. So let's go ahead and take a look at the email templates here first. So here, we're just going to click on new and we're going to click on blank template. Some of the things I want to show you, these designers, these have changed recently. So we've got the design editor, which we're going to be taking a look at today. It's the full blown editor with all the elements and the cool things that you can use to create your emails. The code editor, which if you're very good at coding and you want to, I don't recommend that, but if you actually have code that you actually want to build for your emails, then you can use the code editor. And this plain text editor is very similar to this template snippet area, where it's going to just create a very basic text email. But right now, what I want to show you is this design editor. So right now, I'm not going to build an email here. I'm just going to, and I'm trying to save some time, but I just want to at least show you, here's the visual editor. And here's some of the elements that you can actually use to build this. Notice it's got a lot of cool things in here: text, images, videos, social media buttons, shopping carts, image sliders, things like that. And you can even include different layouts here. So let me go ahead and, instead of spending time building one, I'm going to go ahead and just look at one that I've already built. So here, if we take a look here, I want to show you a couple different elements of this particular email. First of all, notice if I highlight over, this is a section. So this section right here is just a one column section. If we look down here, these layouts, number one here, that's what we're looking at here at the very top. This is number one type of layout here. So this right here is one layout. Notice if we come down here, now we have a 2-column layout. We have another 2-column layout. And then we have another sort of single column layout where we actually have a footer. So let's take a look at some of these elements that we're putting in here. So right now, we've just got a simple text headline thing that we've got. We've got an image that we're putting in here. We've got like a little divider. Notice that we've got all these different things here. We can use these dividers here. Where is that? Right here. So just the divider, social media buttons. And then here's some of these other areas. Again, 2-column things that we can put in here. And notice if we wanted to, we can add more sections to this. If we wanted to just drag a 3-column section over and put that right there, we can just simply add that to it. Now, here's some of the cool things about this. If you wanted to, let's just say you want to come here and add an FAQ. You can come and drag that right in this particular area. And notice that it fits right within this little 3-column area here. Now, I'm not going to save this. I'm going to click on delete, but you can see using these tools and elements, you can quickly build a very quick email template. And you're going to give it a name here. And then ultimately you're going to click save, and you're going to save that email template. So that's what you're going to do for every single email template that you're going to end up creating, that you're going to be sending to people. Let's talk about the campaign itself. Depending on how many emails you want going out, that means you're going to have to create that many number of templates in order for us to be able to send one email out per template. Hopefully that makes sense. So now what we're going to do is hop over here and just show you the templates area. Now, again, you can click add here. This is where you can add a text or blow this up, add a text or an email template. I'm going to choose an email template and just show you how very basic this is. You're just going to give it a name, which is just a name to identify it inside of the GoHighlevel platform. You're going to give a subject. Now, this subject isn't the email subject that you'll be using. And then you can use this rich text editor here to build your snippet and to copy and paste any of the emails that you have. Now, if you stick around here to the end of the video, I am going to show you a cool prompt that you can use to actually generate emails from AI. I'm not that great at writing emails. I use AI to create all of my emails and then customize them a little bit later. But to basically get the bulk of the emails out, AI is a really great tool for that. And I'm going to show you, and I'm even going to have in the description here below the prompt text, so you can use that and just help you out in the future, creating your emails for your email campaigns. So here again, I'm going to sit back and just cancel this out. I'm going to look at one that we already have here. So if I just click on the edit button right here, here's our customer nurture campaign 1. Now, some of the things I want you to notice here is this little area right here. Oh, sorry about that. This contact.first. This right here is a special field inside of the GoHighlevel platform. It could be accessed using these custom values, but basically this is a way of saying, go to the CRM and pull the contact's first name. So if the first name is Ray in this case, if they're talking about me, so it would just put in hi Ray. So this customer.first is a special field that Highlevel uses to access the CRM system and pull that particular data in. Now we also use another type of field here in the same things called location.email. or sorry, location.name. This right here actually pulls the business name in. So if you ever want to just put in the business name, you don't have to type that in a particular email template. You can use this location.name. Now, what I do want to show you is back up here and show you where this is inside of the platform here. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit. This custom values right here. Notice that you got all of these that you could choose from. So contact, you can do the full name, first name, last name, email, phone. Any of the information that's inside of the CRM system can be accessed in your email template. This user basically is the built-in user that's actually like this is the agency user that's dealing with it inside of the campaign. So if you want to access that, if you're dealing with an appointment, let's just say if you're dealing with any kind of an appointment campaign and you want to put in the appointment start date or end time, you can use any of these times right here to do that. Likewise, again, the account, this right here is accesses information about the agency. So if you want to pull your agency's website or things like that, or phone number or email, you can access it from right here. So that is a pretty cool, convenient feature to have inside of your email builder. So right now, for this particular demonstration, I have put in and generated 6 emails right here. And by the way, this was all generated by AI that I will show you a little bit later on the email right here. But these right here are available for us to sit back and use. Now that I've got these entered, I just simply copied and pasted them from ChatGPT, which is what I actually used to do this. And it was very easy to do. It took me all of about maybe 5 minutes to copy and paste this thing in. Now let's hop in and take a look at how to utilize this. So here we go inside of the workflow area. Now, if you're not familiar, workflows are going to be the main automation tool inside of the GoHighlevel platform. And they're going to be the main area that you're going to use to go in and create all of your email campaigns. So right now I've created this little folder up here at the top for email marketing automation, just to make it easier for us to access. And I've created a couple of blank workflows for us to start from. So right now we're going to be dealing with this one called customer nurture right here. So we're going to click on it and open it up. Now notice it's not going to have anything in here. It's going to be basically a blank workflow. Now, one of the things that you have is you have triggers to a workflow. Now trigger is something that actually activates or starts the workflow. And then this right here adds an action. An action is something that's performed inside of the workflow that actually does the automation. So sending an email or sending a text message or notifying your internal team members, things like that. Now, as we build this, I want to show you a practical application of how you can use this to build it. Right now, we do have this Digi Global Agency website. The site is public. Right now, if somebody were to go here and say contact, and let's just say they would come down here and submit a contact form. That's something very basic. If you have a contact form on your website, somebody fills that out, and then boom, when they get that submitted, then you can actually start a customer nurture campaign because somebody's interested in your services. You can actually start sending them emails and contacting them. And we're going to see how you would do that. Now, for this purpose, we're not going to talk about how to build a website and how to build the forms. That's actually going to be in a different video on my YouTube channel. So you can check that out. But I've already built this particular form right here. So first name, last name, phone, and email. Right here, this is one of something we call a custom field, services you're interested in. So if they're interested in website design, SEO, AI automation, social media management, Facebook, Google ads, they can select whatever option that they want to select. And notice that we do have in here this consent. Now I will make sure that if you're going to be doing email campaigns here, please make sure that if you're dealing with a business to consumer type of thing, where you're actually sending people an email on this one here, please make sure they've been cracking down on this, get their consent to send them an email. Because if not, it's going to be considered spam. Now, you also need the same thing if you ever want to sit back. Notice we're getting the phone number. If you ever want to text them. Now, I'm not going to be dealing with any texting in this particular video. I'm just going to be dealing with email specifically. But please make sure if you have a form or anywhere on your website that you have a consent box where people know that if you fill out this information to submit it, we have the right to text you and email you after that so that it's not considered spam. And that's basically just getting their consent, getting their permission to do that. And Highlevel has that field completely built into all their forms. So let's just say somebody fills out this form, and now we're going to come back here and go off that premise that somebody is submitting a form. So right now, what is going to trigger this? And right now, what we can do is just simply type in form, and we're going to see that there is a form submitted event right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this form submitted event, which means they fill out a form. Now we have to come in and tell Highlevel what form it is. So we have to come in here and click on this add filter. And from here, notice that there's a standard field called form is. And what this does, it gives us a list of all the forms in the system that's available. Now I have a lot in here, but the one that was on the website is just called website contact us. So right now that's it. And you're just going to save the trigger. And I'm going to save the workflows because that's going to be a good practice to save your workflow so you save your work. Now, what's going to start this customer nurture campaign from going automatically here? And that's whenever somebody fills out that form. So whenever they fill out the form, what is it that you want to happen? So one of the good things about it is here, if you wanted to, you can simply come in and add a tag. That's always going to be a good thing. Add a tag. Now you can create as many tags as you want to, but right now you could just simply if you want to create one, you can create a tag that's just called website contact us form, add a new tag. Did it save? Of course not. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it did. All right. So we're going to save that. So we're going to tag them. And a tag is a very easy way for us to find those people in the CRM system later. So let's just say over the course of weeks and months, we want to sit back and search for everybody in our CRM system that has contacted us via the contact us form. Then now you can simply go back and search for everybody with that tag, and boom, you get a list of everybody that submitted that. Pretty cool. So that's a nice, easy thing that we can do. Let's just say we're going to do send an internal notification. Let's just say we're going to do this for the team. We're going to just send an SMS message to all users on the team. Website, form submission, just something like that. Again, you're just notifying the team, hey, guys, somebody just filled out the form on the website for somebody to go through and do something about it. Okay, now that we've done some basic stuff, like tagged the particular person, we've notified the team. Now let's sit back and start looking at creating some of the emails. And I'm going to show you here, if you just type in email, there's going to be this nice send email function. So every time you send an email, there's going to be an action name. This is always good because you want to make sure you type in a name for this particular action so that when you see the workflow, notice it. And so when you see the workflow, you're going to take a look at this action and it's just going to say email. That's not very informative. So even just simply doing like email one, or if you wanted to even do something more, customer nurture, email one, something like that. Now you're going to have to put a from name and a from email address. This is required in each email action that you send out. Now I'm going to show you a trick that you can do inside of the workflows that's going to prevent you from having to type this in on every email thing that you type in here, because this can be quite annoying. And I don't want you to sit back and type it in here. There's going to be a place where I'm going to show you that you can put it in there and it's going to be effective for all the emails that you use inside of this workflow. But right now, what I do want to show you here is that moving forward, we do have access to all of the email templates, both in the templates snippet area and in the templates area for the HTML builder. So we have access to all the templates in our system from here. And notice if we simply choose customer nurture number one, the subject line pops in here, as well as the body of the email completely gets filled in there. And we already have our names like location.name filled out. And I'm going to show you again how you can do that kind of cool trick using AI. So you don't have to go in and edit these emails. You literally just copy and paste and boom, they're done. Now I'm not going to click save this action yet, because what I want to do is show you the little trick regarding the emails. So here you're going to come into the settings of the workflow, and the settings bar here. You're going to come down here and actually type in the from name right here for the sender details, the from name and the from email address right here. Once you do this, then this from name and from email will be used in every email action that you use throughout the workflow. Now keep in mind, it's not too bad if you type in 1 or 2 emails, you could fill them out manually. But what if you're doing 12 emails? What if you're doing 52 emails? Like you want to send 1 email a week to somebody until they respond to you. That's 52 times you have to put this in there. That could be a pain. So right now, one of the things that I want to show you is that they've got this nice little tag button right here. If you click on this, notice that you get the same thing that I showed you in the other builder where you can access the information inside of the Highlevel platform. So right now, one of the things I like to do is just use account name. So this right here is just the business name, whatever business name that you want to use. If you don't want to use the name of your business, then you can manually type something in here if you like. But the from email, if you click on that, we're just going to choose account, and then we're going to choose email, so that uses your business name, and then it actually uses your business email that's configured on your account. So I'm going to go ahead and click save on this because it's always a good best practice. And now I'm going to come in here to the builder. So I'm going to come back in here and add, here's where we're going to actually start adding our emails for our nurture campaign. So here I'm going to again type in email. I'm going to add our first email. And for just time's sake, I'm just going to put email one here. Now I don't have to put a from name or from email because we've already done it in the settings. So I don't need to fill that out here. So I just have to simply come here, choose customer nurture number one. And now I click save action. Now, if we take a look here, as soon as somebody fills out that form, they're going to get tagged. They're going to it's going to notify the team, and this first email is going to go out right away. Boom, going to go out right away to them. Now, what we want to do is we want to pause a little bit. We want to wait and before the next email gets sent out. So let's just say in this kind of case, we're sending out 6 emails, and this is probably going to be over the course of probably, let's just say around 10 days. Now, we don't want to bombard them on email every day, but maybe in the beginning we do. So we send out one initially, and then what we want to use is we want to use this nice step called a wait step. And the wait step, it just means that we need to put in a time frame. I'm going to put in wait 1 day so that when we're looking at the workflow and I look at that action, I know how long that action is without having to open it up and take a look at it. Again, it's a good time saver. So I'm going to use time delay. I'm going to choose 1, and I'm just going to choose hour. I'm sorry, 1 day. Sorry, I did say day. And click save. Now here, notices that this is email 1. So I know that this is the first email going out. We're going to wait 1 day, and then we're going to send out another email. And this is how you would do it. You can literally build this campaign here. If you copy and paste these emails in here, you can build this campaign in 20 or 30 minutes and have it ready for anybody to submit stuff in your company. So again, one of the biggest things is how you generate all these emails or text messages even for your campaigns. Again, stick around. I'm going to show you how to do that. So email 2, again, we don't have to fill out that. We're going to just simply come down here and choose nurture campaign 2, save. Notice how that was. Now we're going to sit back and do a wait step. How long should we wait this time? And let's give it 2 days. So wait 2 days, Actually, I tell you what, we're going to send them another one here. So they're going to get one, they're going to get the next day. So the first couple of days, we're going to hit them pretty hard. Let's just say with this one, wait another day. We're going to come here and do another email. And I'm going to walk you through this. That's why I only chose 6. So we can get through this pretty quickly, but I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do this once you have everything set up in here. So we're going to do that. We're going to come back here and do another wait step. Now, if you don't want to keep copying this, if you don't want to keep building these actions manually, here's another cool thing that I want to show you here. You can click on this option right here and go to copy action. So if I want to copy that, I can copy it and then boom. That right there is a great way to take one action. If you already have one action in a workflow, you can copy it and just paste it without having to go through the steps we just went through. But I do have to edit this because I do on this one want to wait 2 days to send this. And I'm going to change this to, nope, not 12, 2. Click save. And again, I'm just going to save this because I don't want to lose any of my work. So here we've got email 2, email 3. We're waiting 2 days. I don't want to sit back and copy this email function. I just want to show you how you can copy components inside of the workflow because that is a pretty cool feature that was added. I'm going to send out this, call it email 4. We're going to come down here, select nurture, email nurture 4, click save, come here and do the wait step again. Actually, you know what? I am going to copy this one because I am going to wait 2 days here. So I'm copy action, boom. That makes it easy so I don't have to configure it. So we'll wait another 2 days. We're going to come in here, create an email. Notice that this is very repetitive. But again, that's why I only did 6 of them. So you guys aren't simply bored out of your mind here, but just show you how easy this is to sit back and build. And this is the basics of just building an email campaign inside of Highlevel. This is how easy it is. So 3 days, we're going to choose 3 days here. Click save, because now we're doing emails 4 and 5. Hopefully by now they would have responded, or the team here would have responded to their request, called them and contacted them by now. And if you're sticking with me, I'm going to show you an advanced way. If you did contact the customer, how could you cancel their nurture sequence so that if they're already doing business with you, you don't want to sit back and keep having them get these emails if they've already signed up and doing business with you. So at some point inside of your customer nurture campaign, you may at some point want to say, cut the nurture campaign off or stop this people from getting all of the emails in the nurture campaign because they've signed up and now they're a client. So you might want to do that. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So here I'm going to do the last one here, which is our last email. And this is going to be our email 6. We're going to choose our template 6 here, save action, of course, save our work. So this right here is how easy it is just to build a customer nurture campaign where somebody submits a form, they get tagged, the team gets notified, and now you sit back and they get an email, wait a day, another email, wait another 1 day, then they get another email, then they wait 2 days because you're hitting them hard and then you're fading off toward the end. You get another email, wait 2 more days, another email, wait 3 days, and then the final email. Now, again, you can sit back and if you're doing this every week for 52 weeks, I mentioned it earlier, some people actually do that. You can create 52 emails or you can simply have the wait period be 1 week. Send an email, wait a week. Send another email, wait a week. You're bombarding them every week for 52 weeks with this. The thing about it is just how do you create 52 emails? That's a lot of emails to write or to create or even have somebody pay for, because if you're paying for emails, that can cost you a little bit to do 52 emails in a sequence when you can have the AI system do it for you. So right now, this is one way that you can simply create the email nurture campaign, and that's really it. Now, what I want to do is show you some things that you can do to activate this if you don't want to use the, like if somebody didn't contact you on the form, but you wanted to manually add somebody to this campaign, how would you do that? Let's take a look at that. So here I'm going to go over to the contacts area, and I'm going to use this fake John Smith person. Now I'm only going to select one record, but you can select 5, 50, 500, 5,000. You can select as many people as you want from the CRM system. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this little funny robot button here on the toolbar, add to automation. Now, when you click on this, you're going to get this little button. You're going to click OK to proceed. And now it's going to say, hey, choose what workflow you want to send them to. But there's no workflows in here. I did this on purpose because what I want to show you is workflows are only visible inside of the CRM if they're published. So notice in this one here, and I did this, I didn't mean to fake you out on that one. I just was trying to prove a point here, but in this top right corner, it's in draft mode. Only when it's in publish mode. And I am going to publish this just so that we could see this, but I'm going to scroll back here and click on this little button right here just to get out of here. So now that's been done. I'm going to click back. I'm going to go back into contacts. And now if we click on this, we should be able to see the automation because this automation is now published. So if we click on this and now we see the customer nurture campaign. So again, we already said the customer nurture campaign is how it gets activated whenever somebody fills out the form on the website. Again, this is a manual way. If you didn't want somebody to go through the form process, if they came in another way, then you can just simply click on these particular people. Let's just say you're importing a lot of people from another imported list that, again, you have permissions to send them emails. But if you want to import those people and then add them to a nurture list, How would you do that? They're not all going to go to your website and fill out your form, but you already have a custom customer nurture campaign built, but it's built off triggering from the website form. Well, this is a good way to, again, a good way to do this manually. So we're going to do customer nurture, and I want to show you just a couple different things here. This action, you just have to give it a name. It doesn't really matter what it is. You can just simply say send bulk emails. And this is just a way for you to track this campaign later in the CRM, but you just need to give it a name. Now you can do all at once, meaning you can send all of these emails at once. Now, because we're only sending one, it's not a big deal. You can send all of them at once because we're only sending one. But if you're sending 50, 500, 5,000, then I would suggest you use a different kind of schedule. I would suggest you use things like adding it in a drip mode. So you can add at a scheduled time. So if you want to send these emails out at a certain time, you can just simply come down here and just say, okay, start this on whatever. So let's just say you don't want this to go out during business hours. You want it to go out at 9 p.m. that night. You can set it for 9 p.m. that night. Okay. And then the emails will go out then. Okay. Again, sending things out in bulk, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay. If you send these things out, you can get in trouble if you send out too many too quickly, because then the SMTP servers on the internet will start seeing who's sending this and start flagging it as spam. And then you won't get into the inbox. So you might need to send these out in portions or in chunks. And this is where the last option here, add this in drip mode. This is one of the things I would suggest doing. So right now you can say start on, give it a date, whatever date and time you want. Batch quantity, how many do you want to send out at one time? So again, let's just say you're sending out 50. 500. Let's just do 500. We're going to say, let's do 50 at a time. And then we're going to repeat after, let's just say every 3 hours. Every 3 hours, another 50. Another 3 hours, another 50. So this way you stagger them. You're not having 500 all sent out at one time. You're doing 50 and then 50, and then it's staggering it. So you're much more likely to end up in the inbox that way. And then if you wanted to, you could start from a particular day and end on a particular day if you want to. And then once you do that, I'm not going to send this out, but you're just going to simply click add to automation. And then bam, these people will get added to your workflow. And then the nurture sequence will begin. Sounds good? So that's a way that you can manually do it inside of the CRM system. So let's go ahead and look back into our automations and simply look at one more thing that I told you I was going to do is show you how you can stop an automation happening if you wanted to. How would you stop this particular person from being sent the customer nurture campaigns if they're already a customer? So one of the things I want to do is what happens if you're sending out all these emails and the customer responds. Like a lot of times, if you're sending out emails here, you may not get a response back. But what happens if the customer does respond back to the email? Highlevel can detect that. Highlevel knows when an email comes back in, it senses that and it can do something as a result of it. So again, that's going to be a trigger. So right now, this is a pretty good one here. So you might want to remember this one. It's going to be a customer reply. This customer reply event right here. This is going to be a good one. Now you can use this thing on a lot of different options here. I'm going to show you. So again, when I say it's a good one to remember for a trigger, it is a good one. So if you click under add filters, there's lots of things that we could select from here. But one of the things I want to make sure you understand is this option right here, reply channel. Now, what is a reply channel? A channel is something like Facebook, Instagram, email, text. It's a way for customers to communicate with you into the Highlevel platform. So right now, this reply channel, when you pop it up here, is going to be, I think I'm in a way here. Give me a second. Let me move out of the way. So if we come in here, we see what are some of the channels. So if they call, if they come into a website chat widget, if they email you, Facebook Messenger, Google Business Messenger, all these are valid channels that if somebody connects to you or responds to you on, you can have a workflow trigger. So right now we're just going to simply say email, and the reply channel is email for this one here. And we're going to click save. Now, if they do reply to an email, what do you want to have happen? So right now, one of the things is let's go ahead and notify the team. So let's send an internal notification, and we're just going to let's just do a notification. This right here is not really a text or an email. It's actually a little pop-up inside that shows up on your dashboard. Hey, something just happened, and here's an internal notification for you here. Title, customer, reply to email. Check it out. Now, how do you check it out? You simply go to the conversations area and take a look and see who conversed, because if they replied back in an email, it's going to show up in the conversation area of their inside of that particular contact. So right now we're going to click save. Oh, sorry about that. We need to come down here and figure out we're just going to go to the contact page for this one, and we're going to notify all users. So this right here, we're going to, again, notify the team. But one of the things I want to show you here is if we type in workflow, one of the things you can do is remove people from a workflow. So right now, if they do respond in an email, you might want to actually remove them from that particular workflow. So right now we're going to say another workflows. And right now that we're not going to choose customer response. We're going to come down here and find the customer nurture. So this is the workflow that we've got. Now notice that this right here shows all of the workflows, not just the ones that are published. So you will see them differently, but inside the workflows, you do have access to all of the workflows. So right now we're going to remove them from the customer nurture. and then we can simply click save. Of course, we'd have to publish this, but this again is a way that if somebody did reply to you, that you can remove them from that particular workflow automatically so that they don't keep getting all of your emails moving forward. Because again, that's a little bit silly. Why are you sending me emails still whenever I've already signed up here? If you've ever done that, can be annoying. So anyway, that right there is just a couple quick ways from a foundational way of building an email campaign inside of the GoHighlevel platform. Now, I did simply tell you that I was going to show you another more advanced feature. Now, if you don't want to see how to create emails using AI, this is the end of the video. I want to say thank you very much for watching and have a great day. But for those people that want to stick in there with me, here we go. We're going to hop over to ChatGPT so we can take a look at how we actually do this. Now, I am not a ChatGPT expert. I'm just going to simply put that out there here. There are a lot of people that are better at this than me, but I want to show you what I typed in here, my prompt, if you will, and then the generic prompt that I actually have in the description below for you. And then you can customize this to do your own email marketing. If you look at this, you are a marketing expert working for Digi Global Marketing Agency. So again, you want to start out by letting the AI system know what role you're at and how should its mind be focused. You're a marketing expert. You need to create a customer nurture campaign for people who are interested in our web design, SEO. I've listed a whole bunch of other services. There should be 6 emails. So you can put in however many emails that you want. And they should use, here's the big trick that I showed you about right here. They should use contact.first in the place of the customer name. And the email body should end with the signature of thank you with the location name. So you can customize this as much as you can, but if you don't put this in there, then what you're going to end up doing is have to edit all of your emails because you're going to have to, it's going to give you customer name in the field and you're going to have to remove that and then type in contact.first, which is going to fill in their first name, something a little bit more personal. So rather than having to do that, we're just telling the AI system, ChatGPT, just put contact.first already so that we copy and paste it into Highlevel will automatically know what contact.first is, put in the first name, and that way you don't have to edit the email templates. Now, if you want a different signature in the bottom of your emails, you could be, hey, we look forward to doing business with you. And then put in location.name, which will be the name of the business. And that's just a good way to end the email. Okay. So that right there. And if we take a look here, I created this right here is what you see below is just something a little bit more generic. You are a marketing expert working for, putting your company name. You need to create a customer nurture campaign for people who are interested in your service or products, whatever it is you want. There should be blank number of emails and they should use blah, blah, blah. And thank you, location.name. So that right there is at least something for you to begin being able to generate emails from. Cause I understand if you're like me, I'm not that great a writer for this. And what it did is it generated some pretty good emails. If we take a look here, notice for the subject line, welcome contact.first. So that's already in there. Let's transform your digital presence. Hello. Thank you for showing interest. Boom. Look at this. It generated all of our services that it's looking for. And then at the very end, thank you with a comma. So it did everything punctuation wise correctly, put in the name. And now you've got one email that you can copy and paste. The next one, web's email 2, 3, and so forth. So that right there, again, is a good way to just simply create emails. And it's an easy way. You can also modify this if you want to sit back and put, instead of there should be 6 emails, you might want to be, there should be 6 text messages. If you wanted to, you could do that as well. So you could try that out. I didn't try that, but you should be able to use the same thing for text messaging in case you want to create a text message nurture campaign. Just keep in mind that can be a little bit irritating. If you're texting people every day, you might want to text them initially, but email them afterwards. So guys, I hope you like this. I hope this is just a very easy way to be introduced into the GoHighlevel platform and how to create email nurture campaigns, how to remove people from a nurture campaign, how to manually add people to a campaign from the CRM system, how to add custom fields into your email and build it. So it's a really great tool. I hope that you're going to be successful using it. If you have not signed up for Highlevel, this is my little plug. I am a GoHighlevel affiliate. I have a 30-day trial link below. If you're looking to get signed up here, use my link. You get a ton of training, bonuses, coaching by me, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. You can check it out below. Also check out below, I do have a free software as a service training course that I offer for free. It's called SaaS Jumpstart. And you can take that training. It's going to show you 8 different ways that you can use Highlevel to make money. And this is just simply one part of it, just simply creating an email campaign. But there's several other pieces of Highlevel that you can use to create money and then sell to small businesses. Check it out. And if you have found even a couple pieces of information, hit the like button, hit the comment, leave me a comment on this one here, because YouTube really shoots my video up and gets more and more attention to this whenever people comment, like it, and so forth. So thank you very much for hanging in there with me and have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.